In case playing in front of 9,000 screaming fans a night seems too good to be true, players' living accommodations will certainly bring them back to the reality of the minor leagues. Downtown Brooklyn is the site of their dorms, provided by NYU Housing.
Anybody up?
Everybody asleep.
If any of the newer players are nostalgic for college life, they still have a piece of it here.
It was a whole new thing walking in there. We had no TV when we first came in, no cable. I walk in, I see my bed, and my feet were hanging off the bed.
Soon the vans arrive.
Yeah, it's first come, first serve in the van, man. If you get down there late to the vans, you're probably gonna be sitting on somebody's lap.
And it's time to head back to the ballpark to start the grind all over again. On the other side of Brooklyn, Warner Fussell, the voice of the Cyclones, begins his day the same way he has every day for the past 10 years.
I try to get here around 11 o'clock in the morning. All right, I go by Nathan's and get some cheese fries because that's something I can eat and work at the same time. Popeye's closed down because of that slingshot amusement park thing, and so I have to vary my eating, but I can eat and do this work at the same time.
It's like John Travolta stayed alive, walking down the streets of Brooklyn.
I've worked for Major League Baseball Productions for many years, and I've done a lot of narrations. I think I've broadcast more national and international television shows than anybody ever. And I've done play-by-play. That's my favorite thing. So I said, well, you know, that could be a good thing. In Brooklyn, that could be very exciting, a new ballpark. So I called the Mets. The man I talked to, he said, you mean you would actually do that? And I said, well, yes, it sounds great. I would like to do that. And so I got the job.
Warner is as old school as it gets. You know, he calls the computer the machine. He's a little bit nervous about it. So he stays here after every game and he does statistics by hand and goes through, you know, piece by piece of the box score and adds it up, and then at the bottom of his little sheet he comes up with what the guy's average is or how many at-bats he has. I've explained to him that I could press enter and control P and it'll give you the same option, but he doesn't trust the machine.
I make it count in my scorebook. It's handmade. All my stuff is handmade. No computer, no cell phone, none of that. Everybody else, when they're doing their play-by-play, they're sitting up there with a computer. I don't know what they use it for.
It's actually kind of funny because sometimes we'll have fans that call in and say, hey, can you give me Warner's email address? And no, I can't. And they think I'm being a jerk, like I'm not passing along private information. But eventually I just let them know he really doesn't have email. Well, can you give me a cell phone? No, he doesn't have a cell phone either.
Enjoying a brief respite from his managerial duties, Rich Donnelly has a passion that rivals his love for baseball, racquetball. Forever the teacher, he's drawn a noteworthy parallel between the two games.
In baseball, what we try to get the guys to do is take an inside pitch, very similar to racquetball. When a ball's coming in,
put these on.
Most kids will take the inside pitch and pull it. They'll go around the ball, foul ball. We try to teach the ball's inside, pull your hands through and hit this ball. See that shot? But nobody in America can do that
shot. That evening, as Game 2 of the series is set to begin, a familiar face is setting up shop in the dugout. Jack Voigt has been in the Mets organization since 2006. A few years ago, he was the hitting coach for the Cyclones. Today, he's a minor league roving instructor, moving between the Mets minor league affiliates, helping the players stay sharp, but also imparting wisdom from his years of baseball experience, having played in the bigs for 7 years and coached since 2000.
It's fun, isn't it? It's fun when you play this game the right way, how excited, you know, how good you feel inside, but how excited, you know, you can make players and your teammates and fans and, you know, professionally, there's a different there's a different way you act and there's a different way you carry yourself, and but you still respect the game the same way.
Right.
Hopefully 25 years from now and you're just finishing up a 20-year Major League career, you'll be saying the same thing.
Oh, I know I would be.
I'll be yelling at you from 2 rows deep because you didn't leave me tickets when I called you because you forget about us.
The team seems to have picked up right where they left off last night, playing with confidence, notching another win against the Spinners.
Strike 3, he struck him out, and the ball game is over.
The air in the clubhouse is a cheerful one. A winning streak has started, and it seems it can only get better from here, as they've just received some last-minute roster news about tomorrow's Game 3 matinee.
There's my locker. Tomorrow it'll be Jose Reyes' locker.
With the proximity to Citi Field being as short as it is, Brooklyn is the perfect place for the most electrifying member of the Mets to do a rehab assignment. Tomorrow, the team will welcome an all-star to their lineup. Monday brings day baseball to MCU Park, and the clubhouse is buzzing in anticipation of Jose Reyes' arrival.
Hey Dom, it's Steve. Just a reminder, there'll be a lot of press up in the box today. Maybe go a little heavy on food.
Tomorrow it's
Oh, he's in okay? Everything's good? Good. All right, good.
It's not every day a kid fresh out of college gets to play in the minor leagues alongside a big league all-star.
I mean, it would be kind of funny just to joke around, you know, some guy like that. I'm sure Jose is a great guy, so I'm excited to meet him.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be real exciting. It's something you don't get to do every day, so everybody look forward to it and take advantage if you can.
Jose Reyes has spent the last few weeks nursing a tender hamstring, but before he can rejoin his team in Queens, he has to test his sea legs by the boardwalk.
It's going to be fun. It's fun for the manager, too, to write his name down there and watch him play. I mean, I just looked at his numbers again today for half a year. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah. 354, 15 triples. You kidding me?
Today is also Camp Day, where an abundance of kids from all over New York City come to keep the Cyclones fanatics company for the afternoon.
Cyclones!
And naturally, everybody wants to catch a glimpse of the Mets shortstop. But even with the addition of a veteran major leaguer and thousands of screaming fans, this is still baseball, and you can't win them all. After the game, the crush of the media all had their cameras pointed in one direction, at Jose Reyes.
Well, it was fun today, you know, me, the other guy, you know, from the Cyclone, you know, and this is Brooklyn, so, you know, I still have fun here. So.
Back in the clubhouse, the others wind down and eat, as Reyes has bought the team dinner.
Looking for something? Forks, man. We came in here and there was no forks, and I wanted, you know, it's going to take forever if I use a knife. So I thought I'd use the scooping effect and go with the spoon. He did it in spring training, too. He did it in spring training. He bought a bunch of food for us when he was down there.
The Cyclones finished the 3-game series against the Spinners with a winning record, taking 2 out of 3. More important, though, they have 3 more days of knowledge and experience, which hopefully someday will pay off with a trip to the bigs.
I mean, that's everybody's dream, and every minor league player dreams of playing a major league player.
It's the ultimate goal. That's why you sign a professional contract. You want to make it to the big leagues.
Even little kids to now, everybody still dreams to play Major League Baseball.
Dreams. Hard work. Lessons in both baseball and life. They will experience it all. Hoping one day it will lead them to the show. Tuesday morning, the team is back bright and early. They have to be in Aberdeen, Maryland for batting practice at 1 p.m., where the teaching, the lessons, and the grind start over once again.